bum, bum. What's up, y'all? Again, looky here. Alone against the zone. Yep. I am going to go ahead and create another... they have a different name. Not really a survivor, but... Anyways, it's a solo survival game in a haunted exclusion zone. If you've been following my channel, you notice I had Ronnie Day was my first character in this, and Ronnie Day ended up dead. So what I'm going to do here is pretty cool. I'm going to keep the map. And we're going to do search for Ronnie Day, you know, kind of thing here. So I'm going to make a character who say, you know, maybe a long lost friend or, you know, a loved one or something like that. Or just a guy that's like, hey, man, we sent this guy out and he hasn't come back. You go find him. And I'm going to go ahead and keep this, you know, because we'll keep the zones and all that. And we'll keep the completed, we only completed one echo. So the Devil's Dance, which was the red spaces here, we'll keep everything the same. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out a new starting point instead of right here, because that's where Ronnie Day started. Maybe we'll start him on this side. We'll roll let's roll like a D4. You know, you got your north, south, west, and east. So we could do something like that. And we'll just, you know, I'll just say 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that'll be the starting point. We'll come in right here or something. We'll do that. So yeah, there's a lot of cool ways we could do this. So as you can see, I put Ronnie Day there with a cross right there because that's where he died. And I was keeping the notes, this is really cool to have for little small journal entries. So because remember, he fought that vampire, man, and he gave it his best shot, man. He used all 3 of those injuries or whatever. So, and it came down to the last roll for each of them too. Both of them had like 1 hit point or something like that. And of course, Ronnie Day did not make it. So I'm going to go ahead and keep the map here. What I'm going to do with his, if we do get to 34, if he's still there, because we're going to roll to see if he's still there. His carcass could have been dragged off. Who knows? We're going to roll for it and the dice are going to tell us. So I'm going to play the same game. It's all going to be the same rules and all that. But if we find him or something, I was going to take, this is his your operative sheet. I always do that. I put down dead and the date that he died, which was June 12th of 2026 right here. So I'm going to take the equipment here. As you can see, I numbered his hatchet 1, tools 2, and I numbered it to 10. And when we search the area, we could, you know, we'll roll D10 and we'll find out what we get. You know, like, oh, there's Ronnie Day's journal. Oh, there's Ronnie Day's pistol. You know, something like that. I'd like to get that access card. That'd be nice. But he also found a slotted artifact up here, Luna. That will be a yes or no kind of thing if we find it or not. So, but yeah, and there's also the ammo. The AP pistol ammo is 10 and pistol ammo is 9. Money, the rubles are 8, so I'm not putting the food on there. I figure animals scavenge that out easily, but we'll see what happens. I just thought that'd be an interesting way to keep going with this map. And you know what, if this map gets big enough, I got more of a hex map, and I'll try to copy this onto that hex map because I don't want to go back and forth on pages and all that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments about doing that. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna create a new character. It doesn't take long at all, especially when you already know how to do it. And we'll go from there. Okay, man, I came up with the name Karson Chandler, which is kind of cool. Chandler, that's the town I was born in here in Arizona. Born and raised. And now you start off with 0 XP. I'm kind of doing this for if you're new to, if you haven't heard about Alone Against the Zone or anything. Where have you guys been? Where have you been? But anyways, no. So we'll do this real quick here. You start with 8 life and 8 rad. That's the radiation resistance. I always do this very lightly with the pencil because I know I'm going to be erasing it here very soon. Usually I put it right here in the max, but I know that I'm going to be erasing it very soon. Skills. Choose 2 skills from the skills table on page 12. Okay, so you get to choose what you want. Normally you'll later on you have to pay for them. So last time I actually counted the skills and rolled the dice. I think it was there's like 19. I rolled a d20 and that's what it was. But yeah, you don't have to roll for there's 21 skills here, and it's basic. You don't pick the expert one. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna roll a d20, And the first skill is a 7. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fixer. All right. That's nice. You can repair weapons yourself. Spend tools to remove the rusted condition. Nice. And if you spend 3 XP, you could go to expert level where the tools, you roll D6 on a 1 to 2, they are not consumed. Alrighty, man, let's roll for my second skill. I'll try to do it without the dice tower. And it's a 19. Well, that's 21, that's 20. Ooh, I got tough. Nice. No, we can use tough. Add +1 to your current and maximum life, and +1 to your current and maximum rad resistant. If gained during play, both values increase immediately. See, I knew I was going to be increasing the max. Okay, roll D6 for food rations. We got 3. Alrighty, now we go to the weapons table, and it's a D6 roll, and we rolled a 2. Oh my gosh, I got that the last time. I got the rebar club. Or the D6 shotgun shells. That means I have to try to get a shotgun. So, yeah, we'll just play it safe. We'll have the rebar club. Okay, next is the junk table roll. It's a D66, and I'm too lazy to get in their dice. So what we'll do is the first roll is the 10s, and that's a 3. Second roll, 35. Oh wow, I guess I'm gonna roll a D6 for some more food. That's actually good. I'll take it. And how much canned food do I get? 1. D66 on the supplies table for 1 item. So the first roll is the 10s. So it's going to be, a 1 and 4. So we rolled a 14. 10 armor-piercing rifle ammo. We could use that, well, if we have a rifle. But I'll take it. And see, there's a slot right here to put it down. AP rifle ammo. So it'll be 10 right here. So 10. And then we roll D6 times 10 for rubles. Please be 6. 5. 5 times 10 is 50. We got 50 rubles. That's not bad. Alrighty, and then we get to choose what we want to do. We can add 3 upgrades. We can distribute 3 upgrades as desired. You may mix these options freely. 1 upgrade could be a +1 to your life. 1 upgrade could be a +1 to your rad resistance. You could do a 1 additional skill. You could do an extra roll on the weapons table, an extra roll on the junk table, or extra roll on the supplies table. Well, I'm going to upgrade the life from a 9 to 10 and the rad from a 9 to 10, and then we'll go ahead and roll. Let's roll on the weapons table. Alrighty, for my third upgrade, going to roll on the weapons table. Reroll if you get a duplicate. So it's a D6 roll. Please. Oh, if I get a 6. Actually, I have that rifle. There's no rifle, there's a shotgun. Let's see what happens. And oh, I got a 6, dude. Oh crap. I got the Kalash, the assault rifle. It's rusted, but I'm a fixer, man, with 2d6 rifle ammo. Nice. Here we'll do the 2d6 on the ammo. So the first one is a 2 plus 5. We got 7. Ooh, it's heavy. So precise, rust colored. The zone remembers its voice. So it's going to be in the heavy area, so it's going to take up some space. +2 attack. Has a fire rate of 3. Uses rifle ammo. So cool. And lastly, we roll on the echoes of the zone table. Now, if we roll a 5, we'll re-roll it because the devil's dance has already been done. So here we go. We rolled a 1. We're doing the silent lab. Karson, they said the lab was researching anomalies and trying to build something to block the zone's psychic field. Then the signal went silent. Just one last burst. Static, screaming, then nothing. That's where you're going. Okay, choose an unexplored sector entirely surrounded by other unexplored sectors. Mark Echo 1 on your map. Okay, what I'm going to do here is, obviously, I'm going to roll a dice here. We'll go, I might as well mark this. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to roll a D4, and whatever comes up, that's the side we'll put the Echo 1. So, like, say I roll D4, I'll put in Sector 17 here, because there's nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. D4 roll, and it's a 3. So Echo 1 is going to be located over here or over here. Oh, which side? Let's see, let's roll 1 to 3 on this side, 4 to 6 on that side, and it's a 4. So it's going to be over here. So I'm going to have to put it in, let's put it in number 4. Why not? So Echo 1 is going to go in sector 4. Echo 1 is marked right there in sector 4. Now I'm going to roll a d4 and we'll see where Karson will begin the journey. We'll just do it right here, man. I'm not going to use the dice tower. And it's 2. So 1, 2. He's going to start over here. Of course, way on the other side of the dang hex map. So Karson will begin in sector 24. Okay, roll 2d6 on the exploration table and see what sector 24 is. 3 plus 4 is 7. Roll on the broken roads table. Okay, roll d6 on the broken roads table and it's a 2. Blocked gate road. Yeah, we encountered this one in the previous game. So it's just a twisted gate panels block the road ahead. To the right stands a crumbling checkpoint booth. The doorway is sealed by a shimmering anomaly. You can try to crawl under the bent gates, scraping through rust and dirt. You gotta roll save level 3 for radiation or lose 1 rad. Or push your luck through the anomaly and scavenge the booth beyond. Roll on the anomalies table, page 100, and roll on the junk table. You also find a med kit. Last time we didn't do that. This time we're gonna do that. So let's go ahead and push your luck and through the anomaly and scavenge the booth. Alrighty, it's a d6 roll on the anomalies table. Oh, what do we get? And we rolled a 4. Golly, I was looking right at it too. Megavolt! Megavolt! Okay, it's a megavolt, so electrical discharges dance through the ruins. Save versus level 4 electricity. On a failure, lose 2 life, gain 1 XP, plus 3 surge warning. We need to get a 4 or higher on this, and we rolled a 5. Yes! Scratch free, so we don't lose 2 life. We gain an XP, but there's plus 3 surge warning. Oh yeah, just to let you know, I'm not keeping track of my notes on the old notepad here or whatever. I got a new one here. I cut it out, and this is Karson's notes. So we're, like I said, we're on sector 24, Block Gate Road, and we encountered a megavolt. And I just defeated it or whatever. So I got plus 1 XP, but there's a plus 3 storm surge warning. And then I keep track of my path down here on this one. So, and that's right, we get a med kit. That's why we did it. Nice. I never started off the last game with a med kit, so that's cool to have. We got to roll on the junk table, looks like. Okay, roll D66 on the junk table. First one is 1, so second is 2. So we rolled a 12. Bandages. Use 1 as a free action to stop bleeding. Okay. Now I gotta roll D3 to see how many bandages we get, and only got 1. Yay. Okay, and for you guys new to the game, that's pretty much how the game rolls. So from here on out, I'm just gonna play this like you guys know what's going on here. So, and it'll speed up the game time and all that. So, alrighty, man, let's move on. Hold on, I forgot we get scavenge here. So I'm gonna put my 1 little dot on 24, and then we're gonna roll D6 on the scavenging table, and I'll just do it right here, and it's a 4. Roll on the junk table again. Okay, first dice roll is the 10s. Golly, we're rolling low. It's a 1, and the other one's a 14. Binoculars, alrighty, we'll take it. You may add a plus 1 to rolls on the exploration table. You cannot choose to subtract. Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, I got a -1 on my defense because I don't have a protective suit. Now I rolled a 5 on that megavolt, so it would have been a 4, and I had to get a level 4 or higher, so we're still good. So nothing happening there, so nothing's changed or whatever. Just want to let you guys know I got a -1 on my defense rolls. Dude, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna roll a D3. You don't need to do this. You can actually just pick which way you want to go in here, but I'm gonna roll a D3 because we're also looking for Ronnie Day, and I don't want him to, because he really doesn't know that Ronnie Day's over there, so he's searching for him. As also why he's trying to get to Echo 1 too. So we'll do a D3 roll here. So D3, I'm meaning a D4 because we got 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes right here. So we roll, oh crap. We rolled a 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to 25. Okay, 2d6 on exploration table. 4 plus 2 is 6. Roll on the industrial ruins table. Alrighty, we roll d6 on the industrial ruins table, which we've been here before, is a 1. Silent power station. Dead turbines loom like statues. Frayed wires twitch in the wind. You are stalked by an unseen entity. Level 4 poltergeist. Yeah, we fought this one before. Ronnie did. 2 life, damage 1. How the heck do you fight a poltergeist? You can't escape. It strikes first. If victorious, roll once on the supplies table. Gain 1 XP and 1 clue. Okay, it attacks me first, and it's a level 4, so I have to get a 4 or higher to defend. And I rolled a 6. That's an exploding 6, dude. Can't touch me, poltergeist. Dang, it would have been nice if that 6 was for offense, but that was for defense. Now I go on the offense here, and I gotta get a 4 or higher to hit. Ah, that's right. I forgot the attack rolls is you roll d6 and you add any bonuses, and then then divide the result by the enemy's level, so 4, rounding down. The final number is how much damage you inflict. The 2 up here keeps track of the poltergeist's life points. Okay, so if I use the assault rifle, it's a +2 to attack, but it's a 3 firing rate. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's a +2 attack, so I'm going to roll. And I rolled a 3 plus 2 makes it a 5. Which means only gave him 1 damage, so -1, and he is now down to 1 life point, and then I need to subtract my bullets. Duh, that's right, the firing rate's an FR3, so that means it has 3 attacks is allowed, so 3 extra attacks in a single turn. But attack 1, there is no penalty, so I was able to kill him. Now for attack 2, I roll. Let's go ahead and roll, and I rolled a 4. Well, for attack 2, I got take a penalty for it. Don't forget your attack bonus, so +2, so it's actually a 6. And you subtract 1 penalty, so 6 subtract 1 is 5. Killed it because it's a level 4. Yeah, killed the poltergeist with a gun. So we gain another XP and a clue, and then we're going to be rolling on the supplies table. Okay, supplies table's a D66. First one's the 10s. God, I rolled another 1. What's up with that? And the next one's a 5, so I rolled a 15. 10 armor-piercing rifle ammo. We'll take that. And before I move, I'm going to go ahead and put a little dot right here, and we're going to scavenge the ruins. Roll D6. I'm just going to do it right on top of the table. And it's a 1. Nothing found. Save versus L4 radiation or lose 1 rad resistance. Great. So we got to roll an L4 or higher. Saving throw, and we rolled a 3. Well, I took a rad resistant loss. Okay, I'm going to roll D3 dice. 1, 2, 3, because I'm not going backwards here. So let's see what these unexplored hexes have. So we roll a D3, and it rolls right off the screen. It's 2, so 1, 2, we're going to 35. Sector 35. Okay, 2d6 roll on the exploration table, and it's a 4 plus a 6 is 10. Roll on the corrupted woods table. Uh-oh. Okay, it's a d6 roll, and we rolled a 2. Ooh, safe house. If Hunter's Shack is not yet marked on your map, you've just discovered it. If it's already been found, you arrive at a stalker camp. Instead, add it to your map and note the page number with its description. All right, safe house, cool. Okay, we are at the Hunter's Shack. If we decide to spend 1 food to recover 1 life and 2 rad resistance, we may rest here multiple times. You have the hunter here, 71, who buys mutant trophies and occasionally offers contracts for specific mutant types. Yeah, he'll charge you 90 rubles to teach you how to be a mutant hunter skill. Well, we don't have 90 rubles at all, not even close. Then he will sell 10 shotgun shells for 30 rubles, 2 food rations for 30 rubles. Stock refreshes each time you re-enter this sector. He does offer a side mission. The side mission is you're tasked with tracking a specific creature. Roll on the mutated creatures table to determine the target. You may force an encounter with it in your next sector by spending a number of clues equal to its level. If you have the tracker skill, reduce the cost by 1 clue. If you have the tracker expert skill, reduce it by 2. The minimum cost is always 1 clue. Reward, choose 1. Roll on the stalker stash table and gain 1 XP, or be taught the mutant hunter skill. Dude, he pays 50 rubles for a vampire's head. I think Ronnie Day had a little run-in with a vampire, if you guys remember. So I wonder, nah, this can't be the same dude that gave Ronnie the side mission. Nah, let's do it. Let's add a side mission. Why not? So we go to page 90, and it's a D6 roll. So I got the little tray out here. I like the tray better than the towers. And we roll a D6, and we rolled a 6. No. This is spooky, dude. It is, isn't it? Holy crap. What are the freaking odds? Mutated creatures table, a 6 is a vampire. We're going to go after the same dang vampire that Ronnie Day lost to. No, this is wicked, dude. No way. Dude, I'm like freaked out. I mean, that is like, no, that is wicked. Karson looks at the hunter and says, you know, you wouldn't have known a Ronnie Day, would you? And Hunter looked straight up at him. That name rings a bell. He was seen in the marshes, and I believe he was on a side mission for a vampire. We have not seen him lately. Karson just kind of smirks a little bit and shakes his head. What are the odds of this? So you want me to look for this vampire that possibly killed my friend? Hunter's like, by all means, you can turn it down. You don't have to do this. Karson's, oh, I'm doing this. Now, in order to collect trophies, you have to have a knife to cut the head off and carry it back to whoever gives you that little side mission. For instance, I need to cut the vampire's head off and bring it back to the hunter, and he'll pay me 50 rubles for it. So this is like a vengeance. So Karson's going to avenge Ronnie Day's death here. This is absolutely awesome. Now, we don't have enough clues. We only have, what do we have? 1 clue? Yeah, and it's a level 5, so I don't have 5 clues to force the hunt or whatever in the next sector. So it looks like it's going to take some time to find it. And it's a bummer. You would think the hunter shack would be selling knives, but no, there is no knives here for sale. So I got to find another safe house or something like that to buy a knife. Oh yeah, and I need to find some armor, man. I am at -1 defense too, because I'm just wearing like sweatpants or whatever. A jogger's outfit. So anyways, Karson looks at the hunter and says, do you have a direction that I can take here? And the hunter looks at him and says, well, your friend Ronnie Day, he headed south and southeast. So from here, you'd probably be going southwest. And that is where we're heading. We are going to head to southwest. This is Ronnie Day's, where he died. It was in sector 34. Now, I'll be going over here. It's unexplored. I am not going to roll for a direction. We are heading this way because we got the directions. And now I'm going to roll an exploration table. Okay, we're going to roll on the exploration table, and I got to remember, I have the binoculars, so it's a +1 to my explore rolls, and I have no choice. It says that is what it's going to be. So we roll. 2 + 2 is 4, plus the 1 is a 5. Railway remnants table. This is a first for me. Okay, roll D6. It's on page 44, and we rolled a 3. Freight cars. Rust-covered wagons sit dead on the rails, door half open. Something might still be inside. You find dried-up corpses, mutants, or zombified, long dead. Oh no. Okay, we have to roll save, level 4, so 4+ on the psionics. And it says clues may help. When it says clues may help, that means if you have a clue, and add a +1 to your roll. Well, let's go ahead and do this. It looks like we have no choice, so oh boy, I wonder if we're gonna be dealing with zombies or not. So we roll. Oh, we rolled a 1. Crap, automatic failure. What? On a failure, you awaken inside the wagon with no memory of entering, surrounded by crumbling bodies. Oh gosh, time is lost. Hunger gnaws. Lose D6 food. Oh crap, don't roll a 6. D6, we lost 4 food rations. No. Dudes, all I had was 4 food rations. I am down to nothing. Yeah, that's gonna force us back to the safe house here. I'm gonna do a scavenge roll here because I wanna see if we find Ronnie Day's body maybe. Okay, let's get the scavenging out of the way. It's a D6 roll and we rolled a 4. Ooh, roll on the junk table. Okay, it's a D66 roll, so the first one's a 10s, it's a 5 and a 4, so we rolled a 54, and we're looking at a Molotov cocktail. Molotov cocktail! Okay, this roll here is going to be a D6 roll, and this is outside of the game. He's in the same zone where Ronnie Day fought that vampire and lost. I just want him to have a sense of closure here, and we're going to roll a d6. 1 to 3 he finds something of Ronnie Day. 4 to 6 he will find nothing. So here we go. Come on, man. 1 to 3 would be awesome. And we rolled a 3. So like I said at the beginning of the game, I'm going to roll a d10, and as you can see I have things marked here of what was Ronnie Day's. Let's see what he finds. All right, D10 roll, and we rolled a 7. 7 is, he just found Ronnie Day's rebar club. He looks there on the ground, and he kind of used his foot to scrape off the dirt, and he saw a club, and it had the initials of RD on the back end of it. And right there, he kind of had a little bit of a teary-eye moment. It just brought some little sense of closure to him. He looks around at the railroad tracks and all that, and he cannot find his body at all. He thought if he found his body, that would be a big time plus and he would give him a proper burial, but there is none. So, but he does see some drag marks, like the body was dragged. It goes into the area of the marshes. See, is he gonna go look for him? Let's roll d6 again. 1 to 3, he'll search the marshes. 4 to 6, he's gonna just call it a day. And 1 to 3, he's actually going to go search for Ronnie Day's body. He takes a first step towards the drag marks he saw on the ground, but then he stopped and he said, no, Ronnie would want me to complete the mission. Ronnie would want me to complete all the echoes. And he starts talking to himself and he's like, Ronnie, I will find you later. Which is a good choice because he has no food, and he's gonna definitely go back to the hunter's cabin over here, the safe house. Now him moving there with no food, he's gonna take 1 life, because each hex you move without any food is a -1 to your life. So he's now down to 8. I said that wrong. You have to consume food for every 5 sectors. Well, with him going back to 35, that is his 5th sector, so he automatically loses 1 life without the food. But he does have 50 rubles. I was kind of holding on saving him because the food at the hunter shack is expensive. Karson meets up with the hunter there at the hunter shack. Hunter's like, well, did you find him? And Karson's like, no, just found his club, a rebar club, and I did see some drag marks. It doesn't look good. And then the hunter says, you look pretty weak there. Do you need any food? And Karson's like, yeah, I need food. And then the hunter just flat says, well, 30 rubles, I'll give you 2 food rations. He has like no sympathy whatsoever. So we spend 30 rubles on 2 food rations. That drops us down to 20 rubles. I noticed I did not scavenge here on Sector 35, the safe house, and I was just double checking to see if I can or not. And it doesn't say anything not allowed to scavenge, so we'll go ahead and scavenge here and see what we find. D6 roll, and it's a 1. Nothing found. Save versus level 4 radiation or lose 1 rad resistance. So I gotta get 4 higher on save. And I got a 4, so we're good. Well, crap, I was hoping to find more on Ronnie Day's sector there in 34, but dice wouldn't allow it. We're going to go ahead and go south on 26 here, sector 26. See what we have.